What is up, you guys? The Fallout What If here, and today I gotta be doing What If Deku was the reincarnation of Zenitsu. Now, as far as I remembered, not a lot of people did this, and there was a bit of trouble with something. There was a YouTuber who kind of said I was copying one of his ideas, which I don't know if that's technically all true and not. Lasto's helping me out with this, and yeah, and go watch The Last of Us 21's videos, because how do I say it? He's like, his content's really good. All right, so go watch his and see how you like it. And yeah, now anyway, back to the story at hand. So, how does this all begin? Well, the whole freaking Demon Slayer thing happened, alright? Everything happened. There's no more demons, except for one demon in general, which is Nezuko. Now, here's the thing. Freaking Nezuko's still alive in this whole thing for some reason, because she didn't technically die. Let's say this, because vampires, as far as I remember, or the demons, do not age at all. Which I think that's true right there. So let's see. Oh yeah, okay. So freaking Zenitsu died, and his spirit's somewhere else, and he's going to go. His spirit's going to be in Deku. And how do I say it? Oh yeah, yes. Deku was born, which oh sheesh. Which, give me a second here. Well, I got the news from freaking Lasto. Basically, there's not a lot of evidence pointing towards that I took his video, although my video was made a month earlier than his. So pretty much if the guy's, if he's probably not knowing what he said, I understand. But if he knows that he was just trying to like cause problems for me, then I guess screw you. Screw you would sound okay. Because I'm not going to go that deep and just, like, call you a lot of names. But yeah, that's a jerk move. Now, anyway, back to the story at hand, people. So, Deku automatically was born. Inko is, married to Hisashi. Hisashi is in a clan which basically help out people do the thunder clap. No. Do the lightning styles, or the thunder style techniques. So Deku basically is born, and here's the thing. It was a long night. Inko was pregnant. She had Deku. Now, the whole thing with Deku is not breathing. He's not waking up, not even crying. So after a couple of minutes, they find out that Deku is not alive. They see that Deku is dead. Now, he also, there's a spirit that is looking at this, which is Zenitsu. And he basically says, that's a poor thing for a kid just to die. I will not allow that to happen. Besides, there's somebody who I have to talk to, or at least help out for a very long time. She's still on Earth, and she's not dead. Well, guess I'm coming back. And basically, Deku, Zenitsu goes into Deku's like heart or head within the form of lightning, because Inko and Hisashi had to bury Deku in a place where they know that a lot of other people or warriors get buried. But then it happens, Inko slips due to the water, and she drops freaking Deku. And then lightning just takes its chance and then just destroys the whole freaking, a lot of the area. But Deku was alive. Deku was crying, because Deku got lightning shoved into his freaking head. Yeah, so Deku is going to have lightning style and demon blood style, which I'll go into that further later on. Now, Deku, what happens? Basically, he got lightning shocked. Lightning went into his head, which went into his heart, which basically jump-started it, and basically Zenitsu's soul went inside of it as well. Ah, crap, oh crap, oh crap. How I say it? Well, yeah, okay, anyway, so yeah, so there's proof that I didn't do it. So anyway, let's go. Now, Deku cries, and they basically see Deku's hair, which it was a little green at first, but now it has yellow and orange. It looks more yellow and orange. So it's a little bit of it's green, a little bit of it's yellow, a little bit of it's orange. So anyway, here's the thing. Nezuko, how is she alive still? Well, basically she's a demon. She doesn't age, I guess. And one of the other things is basically freaking what's her face? She's always living in a box because that's what she's always doing. And sometimes she gets out of the box because she's bored. So yeah, she basically helps out with freaking Deku and all that stuff, which it's not going to be a Deku x Nezuko thing because it's technically the great grandmother of it all. So no, it's basically more of a it's basically like a tribute to like Zenitsu's his whole life. And not only that, Deku's going to grow up a little more taller than the others. Not too tall, but here's the thing. Deku is basically going around places, or going around the whole clan, the whole clan area, because he's mostly a fun kid to go around, because time has gone by and he's not with Bakushi. Now, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, Bakugo doesn't even know who he is per se. He just knows that he's part of a progenitus of a clan which does lightning style. And yes, Kaminari is going to be the ship with Kaminari is going to be in the ship here, and Jiro, because let's say this, because of the sound, because of the lightning style, was also the foundation of the lightning style was the foundation of the sound style. So as far as I remember, so having Jiro be a part of his little love triangle, and having Kaminari be in the whole the whole freaking the love thing happens, but Kaminari's not a part of that clan, all right? Because yeah, let's say that she was just born with the lightning quirk, and so Deku will help her out with her styles and all that stuff. Now anyway, let's go on to it. Now, here's the thing. Deku doesn't get bullied a lot. Well, he doesn't get picked on by Bakugo, but he gets picked on by a lot of people who are in the clan. And why in the clan? Well, because they know that he has demon. His demon blood is much more active, and all of them know that they have demon blood, but it's never been active before. So here's the thing. Zenitsu's a little more paler, or Deku's a little more, a tiny bit paler, but they know his eyes are freaking weird. His eyes, when he got sometimes have these little slits to them, which indicates that their demon blood has been activated. So here's the thing. Hisashi is overseas due to the fact that he got an actual job. Instead of being the member of a clan, he is basically just a businessman. Now here's where we're going to go with freaking Hisashi's father, basically Deku's grandfather. He teaches him how to do lightning style techniques. So basically, he's going to learn the thunderclap flash, technique. How would I say it? I remembered also another technique. It's the lightning ball technique, and also buzzing mosquito thunder, distant thunder, and heat lightning. And you guys like dragons, and you also like fire and lightning. So I'm also going to make an amalgamation of 3 new techniques. 2 of them just go hand in hand, and then the one is like a combination of the 2 moves that I'm going to make. So don't worry about that. Now, here's what I'm going to say. Deku's taught at an early age about what it means to use lightning style. He has a sword. A sword which was basically, not Zenitsu's. Well, let's say this. His sword was never used ever again, due to the fact nobody actually, how would I say this? Not a lot of people can just master Zenitsu's like thunder style technique, because his sword isn't has like its own kind of like power to it. So here's the thing: Zenitsu's sword basically is kind of like the sword from King Arthur. Nobody can wield it besides a true king, besides a true what's called somebody worthy, kind of like Mjolnir. So when somebody tries to grab the sword, even though they know lightning style and lightning doesn't affect them, it actually hurt. Zenitsu's thunder sword basically hurts their skin, and it's like they don't know why for some reason. But when Deku held the sword, he doesn't actually feel it at all, because a lot of the other kids, which none of them want to be heroes, they just want to be members, like high-end members of the clan, which their clan gets a lot of money for some reason. I don't know why. But here's the thing. Deku is going to be very, and I do mean very, very close-minded in this world. Well, not close-minded. He basically wants to find marriage one day, because he's kind of like a love fanatic, something like Zenitsu, but due to Nezuko's blood as well being inside of him, and Inko's blood being inside of him, he's much more calmer. He just thinks to himself, oh man, I wish I can find a girlfriend or something like that. But like Zenitsu, he's all like freaking, please be my wife. Please be the waifu of my dreams. The waifu is indeed the best life to have. It's something like that. Now, Deku basically learns how to do a lot of lightning style techniques, and the thunderclap and flash was kind of hard to do at first, but his grandfather says this: my grandfather and my great-great-great-great-great-grandfather basically have done all the done thunder and clap and flash, so you will do it too. And why he says that? Well, let's say this: because of the grandfather still being in the clan of Zenitsu, Zenitsu in canon. Let's say this: that the grandfather and their grandfather will always teach the descendants of freaking Zenitsu and his clan members. And yeah, so everybody has a sword, but nobody, lots of people have swords in the clan. But the fact of the matter is, not a lot of people can master the lightning style moves. They basically have their own like lightning slash and lightning throw, or basically a little bit of a lightning ball technique. So yeah, but Deku is going to master all 5 of them and make his own. Now, here's the thing. Deku gets older and older and older, and basically knows how to master it, to the point where he also gets into training a lot more than Deku in canon. So basically, he goes inside the freaking room, let's say a storage room, and he gets a box, and he wants to fill a lot of like bricks into it. Which, if you guys don't know this box, it's basically the box that Tanjiro freaking used, or he was holding. So what I'm trying to say is this: the box Nezuko usually goes inside of and sleeps, because she's still alive because She has demon blood and she never actually got killed. Yeah, pretty much that happens. So, Deku automatically gets a little frightened, and Nezuko is right there. And then she is, like I said, not a lot of people in the clan, let's say like 65% of the clan members hate her because they remember her as a demon, but the other clan members think that she's also the wife of Zenitsu. So the fact of the matter is that we're kind of like messing up her like lineage due to the fact that not only she's also the brother or the sibling of the fire user who saved or who helped out with the demons. So it wouldn't be fair to just automatically like throw her away. So they're still keeping her and all that stuff, but they just don't like her. So Deku gets scared. They basically get to talking. Nezuko basically usually when she talks to Deku and her kind of got off on a bad start due to the fact that he doesn't remember her because she helped Inko out with her pregnancy thing for quite a while, and after that she just basically slept once again in her slumber. So Deku just like talks to her after that because it's like basically like wait a minute, wait, what are you doing here? Who are you? Why are you in a box? And why are you growing taller and taller and taller? And oh, she's patting me in my head. That feels nice. It feels too nice. It's like I've been through this before. But wait a minute, aren't you? Wait a minute, you're the descendant of our like great ancestor. It's nice to meet you, miss. I believe her name is Nezuko, and all that stuff. Sheesh, what do I say? Because Deku is, kind of like, Zenitsu's, like, he kind of, like, cares about his lineage and all that stuff, and he likes it. But at the same time, he kind of hates it for the fact that they mostly look at him as, like, an abomination. So, yeah, even the grandfather was like this. Well, kid, you're weak. And then there's like a freaking arrow going through his heart. And Deku's like, wait a minute, I'm weak? Well, not only you're weak, but you have a weird kind of hairstyle. Then another freaking arrow, like bigger, just hits his heart. And he's like, what's wrong with my hair? It kind of looks weird. You have green hair and freaking cheese hair. Basically, you have cheese hair that looks like it's been growing moss. Basically, a freaking pot, like an iron pot or a metal pot, just hit his head. After that, a freaking what? Let's see. Not only that, you were kind of like a love fanatic, which is pretty creepy. And then another like freaking pot just hits his head. It's like, wait a minute, I'm creepy and all that stuff. Why does it keep saying stuff? And basically, there's more arrows going to the heart and freaking pots on the head. So yeah, pretty much Deku is like being made fun of, but he's the grandfather's like, but you're going to do good one day, child. Just wait. They're going to hear your name, and you would probably be the new headmaster of the clan. Now, what was I going to say with Zenitsu, with Deku? Sheesh, I kind of forgot. So, Deku is basically going to be having freaking Nezuko on him, or like she's going inside the box. Deku basically uses her as kind of like weights, and freaking Nezuko is pretty much content with this because she sensed freaking Zenitsu's spirit within him, so she thinks that he's the reincarnation or probably somebody else. So Deku is automatically going to be like that. She's going to be comfortable because his spirit is calming and kind. So, all that happens. Now we're going to be doing the freaking USJ, the UA entrance exam. And the Kaminari thing and Jiro thing, here's the thing. None of them know about their, let's say this. Kaminari doesn't have a clan name. Basically, she, like I said, it's a she, basically doesn't care, doesn't have like a clan name like freaking Zenitsu's clan, which I do not remember what's his last name. So yeah, it's just the Zenitsu clan. And also one other thing, freaking Jiro doesn't have a clan either. Although some of her like some of the people who've done the sound technique, basically they let's say one person has taught like like some family members, and after that it became that kind of thing. So yeah, but it's not like they're very good with swords. Basically, they just know how to use their quirks. So, Deku. What is going on with Deku? Basically, he meets freaking Kaminari due to the fact that she is very cool with her lightning style, although she becomes retarded Pikachu. Deku says that he will teach her a little bit of his techniques due to the fact that he's part of the freaking the Thunder Clan. Let's say that Thunder Clan. And basically Kaminari's like, wait a minute, you're telling me you're part of the Thunder Clan? And Deku's like, yeah. The clan that can make lightning. The clan that use swords and use lightning techniques. Deku's like, yeah, pretty much that's it. And basically, yeah, Nezuko is just doing her own thing and just waiting for a freaking Zenitsu or Deku to be done. So all that happens. Deku teaches her a little bit of a lightning style, which she can probably do, which is called Distant Thunder, which basically it charges within one point of the freaking body and then shoots it out of it's like a long range attack. So Deku does that. It basically teaches her like a little bit more how to use her lightning, because he saw the problem with Kaminari's like lightning style, or his quirk, or her quirk. So yeah, basically they become a little bit of a thing right there. They become good buddies. And freaking Jiro, well, let's say this, instead of Momo and her being friends, it's freaking how do I say it? It's freaking her and Kaminari, because both of them are, hold on, how do I say this? Let's see, freaking Jiro likes how Deku's like thunderclap and thunderclap flash technique makes this loud boom, and she thinks that probably she can do something like that, which she can only like control like a tiny amount of freaking lightning, which can make her like her kind of sound barrier or her sound attacks much more like louder. But yeah, only a little bit of lightning. It's like, it's nothing special or anything like that. It just it's like a booster. So pretty much Deku's teaching these two how to do stuff, and they basically kind of like think of Deku as a very kind person, and his spirit is so like well, it's so well that sometimes flowers just go around him. Yeah, so he has a weird flower aura. So yeah, pretty much that happens. Now, with the whole freaking UA entrance exam, it goes different. Because here's the thing. Deku basically wears nothing more than, hold on. Sheesh. Okay, so I couldn't find like the uniform itself, but the black the black uniform that Zenitsu wears, usually that's what they well, that's what Deku's wearing right now, all right? Now, everything happens not like in canon. Deku is like some Zenitsu, since he has the Thunder Clan's name itself. Basically, Deku is in like another part where Bakugo's not at. So let's say he's near, near Momo. Yeah, let's just say he's near Momo, and I know if Momo's probably took the recommendation. I don't know if she did. So yeah, but I do know one thing, that Deku is going to be near Momo, which she probably might be a good candidate as well for Deku, since freaking Deku is like a good is a well-known name, or like the Thunder Clan is a well-known name, and the Yayorozus might like want that, or something. Now, here's the thing. Zeku is going to be right there next to Momo, and basically everything happens as a canon. Basically, he doesn't go. Let's say he goes near freaking Kaminari, but freaking Ida tries to stop him. Hold on. Now, if you guys are wondering about the whole freaking training itself, basically Zeku did say beforehand he was not a warrior. He didn't feel like he had the warrior spirit at all, which freaking Zenitsu didn't actually have either. But with freaking Inko, freaking the Hisagi's grandpa or father, or basically his grandfather, how do I say it, and Nezuko being right there, he probably wouldn't have been a hero at all, or trying to be a hero. He probably would have been somebody in the clan who would be hated just because of his demon blood. Now, the whole thing with Zenitsu going to Zenitsu going to freaking how would I say this? What's it called? Going into the... Dang it. Here's the thing. I do know this. Zeku is going to in the front because he knows he has to do his like whole freaking lightning his lightning sword techniques, and he has to be the first one to at least show off his moves due to the fact that his clan will be his clan will be there, and if he doesn't do good at all, if they think he's lacking, they would probably take him out of the whole class. So yeah, this is where things will get interesting. Now, Zeku automatically just goes, and he's basically running to the robots and the 0-pointers because 3, 2, 1, there's no countdown to the hero and villain attack. Go. Now, Zeku is running. Pretty much he's fast. Why? Well, because he's always had to train, and he was always running away from his grandfather when things happened. So now he's much more faster, running and basically seeing freaking one of the 2-pointers. And here's the thing: how you say it? They told them about their whole lineage and how they use swords, and basically the Nezu said that, oh yeah, yes, we know about your whole clan's traditions and all. Give me a second here. So, I thought there was a knocking at my door, so that's all good and all. So anyway, let's begin. So, Deku is basically using a couple of techniques that he's always been using. One of them is probably, let's say, Distant Thunder, which is a long-range attack, and then Heat Lightning, which, here's the thing, Deku's blood, has Nezuko's bloodline in it, which is active. And now Deku's blood is, like, multiplying Zenitsu's bloodline, which means his thunder abilities and his lightning thunder abilities mixed in with the fire abilities that Nezuko had is making his attacks much more, like, powerful. Now, here's the thing. Heat Lightning is basically making the sword much more hotter, which now can cut through steel like butter. So, him running around using those techniques and basically is doing pretty cool. He's also using Thunderclap Flash techniques. And, yeah. Now, why isn't he, like, asleep? Well, because Nezuko's bloodline flows within him, which means he doesn't have to be using Dormant Awakening, which I am also going to give him because I know you guys liked that move that he did while he was asleep. So, Deku is automatically going to attack all the other robots, which, let's say he gets around a good 180. 180 sounds good. But there's a 0-pointer. And here's the thing. It's not freaking Jiro or Kaminari, because let's say this. Deku is going to have his own bloodline. He doesn't like his bloodline. He doesn't like the people in his bloodline because they're all jerks to him. So, it's time for the reincarnation of Zenitsu to make his own freaking harem. Okay, not a harem, just basically 3 women who will like him. So yes, Momo is going to be right there, and Deku is trying to get her out of the freaking rubble, but it's basically kind of like, stuff is like hitting each other, which makes it harder for Deku to automatically just hit and he doesn't want to slash the freaking thing because he doesn't want to have to, like, he doesn't want to hurt freaking Momo if he messed up on it. So Deku's kind of panicking and panicking and panicking and panicking until he might as well just use his new form or his new technique. Basically, thunder, how do you say it? Thunderclap of the thunder, rise of the thunder god, Kirin. So basically, Deku gets very tensed up, with all of his muscles going into his legs, and one of them going into his arm, some of them going to his arms. Now, Deku just automatically starts running all the way up to the freaking zero-pointer, and just basically holding the freaking blade up in the blade to the freaking metal, because he's also using heat lightning. Fire lightning or heat lightning, fire lightning technique, which basically is cutting the zero-pointer as he's running around. Now he gets all the way up into the freaking sky using the six-fold techniques. Yeah, okay. Which basically means that Deku is all the way up in the air as far as he can be. Now, Deku is automatically having a sword right there. Now, for the he was using five folds. Now he's using the sixth one to like jump down, or like rebounce down, or like bounce down into onto the freaking earth. Which basically he's just going all the way down and down and down. But here's the thing, all the electrical particles in the air, there's clouds that are forming. Deku was automatically slashed the freaking zero-pointer, but, hold on. Okay, so the zero-pointer is basically not knowing what to do, or the zero-pointer doesn't feel a thing because Deku just slashed it. But then this is when a dragon just appeared, and freaking the lightning dragon basically goes around the freaking zero-pointer, which basically starts going inside of him, or the zero-pointer itself, destroying all of its freaking electrical systems and all that stuff, basically burning and having like hot parts of the metal, like chicken pox, but on the freaking zero-pointer, which has like heat glowing, like the heat is so hot that freaking the metal's like melting itself. So, Deku wins, automatically has some other people help her, but yeah, pretty much that happens. Now, Deku automatically gets a good 260 points due to the rescue thing. And let's say, oh yes. Now, here's the thing, Deku is automatically on first place, but it took a lot out of his body, so he's probably just passed out. And yeah, so the clan notices that Deku got first place, and they're saying no. Which Deku is like, wait a minute, what do you mean no? Because he's already feeling a little better after the whole 2 weeks thing. And they're all like, no, we forbid you to actually join the freaking UA High. Give me a second here. Now, Deku says, wait a minute, why can I not join? And they're like, look, your techniques are pretty good. None are bad. But because of your reputation as also having the blood of a demon's coursing in your blood active, we do not feel like it's safe for the other students to freaking, how do I say it? For the other students in that school to, how do I say it? To be safe around you. And Deku's like, but I never done nothing in this clan to suspect that I am not worthy of what's called going to UA High. And besides, not only that, freaking I never actually bit somebody, or I never I've never been craving blood, not once in my whole life. And they're all like, that may be true, but the fact of the matter is that you are still, how would I say this? You are still a danger to us all. So, we will let you be an instructor due to the fact that we want you to teach our children or our next predecessors, or he's an ancestor. He will be an ancestor, so he's teaching his predecessors. Okay, so yeah, teaching our predecessors how to do your techniques. And Deku's like, no. They're like, wait, what did you say? Deku says, no. No, 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 and no. I am what's called Izuku and something. I forgot what his actual name is, or his last name is still, because I need to... You know what? I'm going to check out his last name. Okay, I found it out. It's Agatsuma. So basically, he's like this. My name is Izuku Agatsuma. And my bloodline will not be dictated by what you say. You may be the clan leaders and all that stuff, but I might as well just give it up and not be a part of this clan anymore. Now, Inko and freaking the grandfather are telling him, no, that is wrong. Please do not do this to them. And Izuku's like, no. You both stay here. I need to find my own path of life. Whether that would be trying to find a wife, or just trying to have my own place in the world. I do not care about who you guys are anymore. Mom, you should just stay here. This will be a good life for you still. Plus, you're not in trouble, and Grandpa, you're not in trouble either. You should be happy for the fact that your grandson is becoming a bigger man. And this is when freaking Inko wants to say something, but she knows she can't because she's already with the clan leader. Is listening to the clan leaders, and that's her thing. She's supposed to be like somebody who serves them, and Deku's just defying them, but they're not going to hurt do anything to Inko. So Deku's like, look, I respectfully decline this bloodline that you guys sullied. And they're like, wait, what was that? And basically one of the guys says this: I challenge you to a duel. If you win, you can basically get out of here and we won't do nothing to Inko, which we still aren't going to do, but we aren't going to just let you get out of here so easily. And if we win, you basically give up on being a hero. Give me a second here. Now, Deku says, so, if I win, I basically get to leave. And not only that, nothing will happen. But if you win, I basically have to stay here, give up on being a hero, and teach the younger generation how to do my lightning style techniques, which I made up myself. And they're like, that is correct. And Deku's like, fine. Alright. I'll do it. Don't worry. This is when some of the clan leaders are like, okay, so, basically, here's the thing. You both will have your swords. And basically they say, Izuku, you cannot use that sword. And they're like, wait, why not? I'm the only one worthy of using the sword. None of you guys can even hold it. None of you guys can even grab the hilt. It's been sitting on there for a very long time collecting dust. And you guys didn't even do a thing. You guys aren't even worthy to hold it, yet you're getting mad at me. Or you're telling me not to hold it, even though I am worthy, and it chose me as its new owner. And they're like, yes, that may be so. But the fact of the matter is, we know how strong the sword is itself. And we cannot just let you use it will be an unfair advantage. And Deku's like, fine. But it's going to be on my back, so that way you guys won't try to steal it away from me. And they're like, do what you must. You're not going to win anyway. He is the strongest one in our clan. And you, my boy, aren't strong. You are not stronger than him. You may have found a new little technique, but it's nothing. And Deku's like, it's nothing. Alright. I can basically use any technique that I've learned and have mastered. And they're like, correct. But the member of the clan says this: don't be too scared, kid. Even though I've learned how to do the thunderclap in flesh, you probably would just give up right now. You know, just save yourself the embarrassment. And Deku's like, oh, you learned how to do the thunderclap in flash. And he's like, yes, you probably will have or spend the next, 20 years of your life learning it? And Deku's like, 20? Alright, let's go. Now, Deku just says, well, I'm ready. And let's call himself Rico, or not Rico. Let's call him freaking Gin, or something like that. And they're like, well, Gin, I guess you and me are going to fight now. And Gin says, yes. Well, don't take it too bad. You're fighting one of the strongest members of the clan. And basically, he's showing his thunderclap and thunderclap flash technique. And Deku's like, alright, let's go. And now both are doing the stance, which freaking, what's-his-face? Gin is like, wait a minute, what are you doing? And Deku's like, oh, we're starting now, remember? And Deku and him are now going fast and hitting each other. Now, what happens is this: Deku and freaking Gin are hitting each other blow for blow, their swords colliding with one another. Nobody knows who's going to win because none of them have ever seen Deku do his techniques or anything like that. So they never actually knew how he ever got first place. But now they know that Deku is a threat to them. Why? Well, Deku is like using a bunch of techniques that they never even seen. And basically, Deku's used the lightning ball technique, which basically broke Gin's sword, because he basically hit all the sword parts. And Deku's like, oh, wait a minute, I'm not going to let you get off of that easily. And basically flips his sword to the part where it's not sharp even one bit. It's like the dullest thing ever. And basically he says, well, it's been fun, but I don't need 20 years to actually master these techniques when I've been training for most of my life. And basically he uses thunderclap, the Thunder God technique, and basically hits Gin on the freaking side of his on the side of his shoulder, which basically dislocates the freaking arm. So Deku's like, well, that was all gone. And basically Gin's crying in agony because this is a technique which lightning is coursing through the freaking guy's arms. So he's basically, his arm is paralyzed, and it's feeling the full effects of the pain, which Deku just, like, broke some bone or something like that. And also made it to the point where he can never get it to be working again. So, yeah. Now, here's the thing. Deku just says goodbye to all you guys. And hold on. Deku is walking away, but the clan leader says, wait a minute, you're not going that easily. Everybody get him. And all the people try to charge at him, but this is when Deku just uses the buzzing mosquito technique. Or buzzing mosquito thunder technique. which basically is an area attack where all these air slashes, which has lightning in it, is basically shocking everybody, and all of them are basically gone, or basically like paralyzed. And Deku grabs the box where Nezuko's at. Give me a second here. Hold on, give me a second here. No, I forgot what was happening, but I do know that Nezuko is going with Deku. And here's the thing, there's no freaking Nezuko X Deku here. I'm not going to have him bang his own grandma, or his great grandmother, just because of all that stuff. But yeah, pretty much Nezuko looks the same way. Actually, she looks a little more older, per se. We're not going to say like she is wrinkly at all. She doesn't wrinkle, but she's basically a little more matured. But she likes the box inside of it. So, all that happens, Deku goes to UA, and this is the start of a beautiful story of the man who will be known as the Thunder God. Now, like, comment, and do subscribe to the channel here, people. And also, how would I say it? I was thinking about it, and look, I don't actually care anymore about the dude who kind of told me about all this stuff, but give me a second here. Right here. Yeah, it's right here on the comments. No hate or anything, but you copied my original idea and didn't give me any credit, which is kind of messed up. Which I replied with, when was yours made? Which his was made on June. Mine was made on May, so it's May, June, July. Okay, so it's May. I never heard of this guy. This guy has what? This guy has like 78 followers, which means it's like not a lot of people see his content. And his video that he says that I copied only had about, if I'm not mistaken, give me a second here. Okay, so his name is Nightmare Zay. And here's the thing that I'm going to tell you. Tell me if I'm wrong or right on this. I don't actually care. This was published on July the 8th, 2020. Now, this is the third part of the freaking thing that I was talking about. Now, here's the thing. His was made on June. Mine was made in July. But if you go right here to his freaking thing, let's see. She's not that. So what if Deku was saying? Basically, you could see, or no, what if Deku and Goku were brothers? Basically, his was made. He has 68 views on this one, and his was made on freaking June 19th, 2020. And I first thought, hey, I probably was copying his, or like, I probably messed up on mine. But if you go to my freaking on this one right here, which I'm sorry if I'm talking about this so much. This is not very. It's not usual that people might think this, and I'm glad I actually have the proof for all this right here. So this one right here. Let's see. My first one actually was made on May 16th, 2020, which means mine was made before his, which means after all this stuff actually happened, his was made after my what if. So if I'm going to say anything, did he copy my idea or something like that? So anyway, you guys, not trying to say anything, but it's just it's irritating when people say that I did something that I even do. That's why I'm saying it doesn't matter. But if he knows that he's lying, then that's a piece of crap move right there. That's freaking, I don't know how to say it, but yeah. And I'm also going to do the one where freaking Deku is going to well, there will be a universe where only fighters exist, which will still be heroes and all, but that doesn't matter right now. So like I said, like, comment, and do subscribe to the channel here, people. This has been the Fallout What If here. Bye. Now, how the heck? Okay, right here. Bam.